In this video, I was going to compare a grilled tri-tip steak with an air fry tri-tip steak. But since it's raining, I don't feel like getting wet. I'm going to try the next best thing. And that is to use one of those smoking guns to give it a little bit more of that like grilled smoky flavor. So I went to my local grocery store, picked up two tri-tip steaks that were similar in both weight and size. So I trimmed off a little more fat than I normally do. Just with my experience with air fryers, it doesn't really render the fat out unless I cook it for a very long time. Whereas on my grill, they'll melt the fat and then that flavor will go into the steak. The seasoning I use is very basic, just kosher salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic and onion powder, and to give it a little extra kick, I use some smoked paprika. Then wrap them up in foil and let them sit in the fridge for about 6 hours. Alright, it's been 6 hours. I'm gonna smoke one of these for an hour. I'm going to smoke it before I cook it. I'm not really sure which is the best method. I've kind of seen you can do either one. Just from my little experience I've had, smoking it after gives it a little, I don't know, odd taste. So I'm going to try smoke it before. So while one is smoking, I'm going to go ahead and start cooking the other one. I put in the air fryer, set it for 400 degrees for 20 minutes. So I've not seen every air fryer, but the ones that I have seen, I'm just not too impressed with the rotisserie function. Yeah, it does rotate the food, but it's not very smooth. It hits this tipping point, and once the weight goes over it, it just falls over. Like, watch this. See what I mean? Okay, it's been 20 minutes. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. It was cooked fairly evenly. I wish it had a little bit more char on the outside, but I'm afraid if I cook it any longer, it's going to overcook the inside. So while that first tri-tip is resting, and it's been almost an hour now, I'm going to start prepping up the other tri-tip that I was smoking and put that in the air fryer. So you might hear in the background something interesting. My kids just recently found out about The Simpsons and started binge watching it. I don't think they realize that Maggie is over 30 years old now, and there's just a lot of episodes. Alright, it's been another 20 minutes. This tri-tip is done too. I'm going to take it out, let this one rest for about 5 minutes, and then I'll cut them both open. So if you watch a lot of my other videos, you would notice I put a lot of music in there. It's not necessarily that I want to, but just listen to my background. I have to take this noise out one way or another. I'm going to cut it with the grain, and then I'm going to cut it against the grain. So this one is the first tri-tip I made, and it cooked for 20 minutes. It's a little under for my liking. I think I could have cooked it for another maybe 2 minutes. This one is probably more medium to medium rare. There's a couple pieces that I would consider rare. So I'm now going to cut open the tri-tip that I smoked for an hour. It looks similar on the inside, medium to medium rare. Really juicy. It just like maintains all of its juices. And this one's just packed with so much flavor. The smoke, it made such a huge difference. If you're not able to cook your steaks on a grill, try to get a smoking gun. It is definitely going to make a huge difference in the overall flavor. Well, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one.